Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Izzy here from High Society Gaming to bring you another Borderlands 2 video. In this video, I'm just going to be showing you my Gunzerker build. I know any of you who are subscribed to us have seen 2J's pistol build for the Gunzerker. So I'm here with the my Gunzerker build. He goes 2J's goes the pistol route. I focused on shotguns. I based my build completely around using the shotguns. Right here I have all the conference calls. I have the I wasn't able to get a practicable, just normal conference call, so I just settled for a reactive. Got a shock practicable conference call, practicable slag conference call, and a practicable fire conference call here. I have the sham on as my shield for grenades. The grenades for this build really don't do anything, so I just am a fan of the homing meteor shower, so that's what I use. I wasn't able to get a max stat, as you can see. It's the 1 second fuse time, but it's fine. I mean, it's a homing one, so it doesn't matter. But right here, this is a pretty big deal right here. This is the an allegiance relic for Hyperion. It does Hyperion damage plus 30% and Hyperion max accuracy plus 53.5%. And as you can see, I'm using the conference calls. The conference call is a Hyperion manufactured weapon, and I have one of each element. Nope, actually I do not have a corrosive, so I scratch that. I have almost one of each element. I'm just missing the corrosive. But alrighty, so that's what I'll be using for this build. I'll also be using the B shield in this video. So now let's head on over to the build itself. We'll start here, far left, the gun lust tree. I put 5 into locked and loaded, and 5 into quick draw. Locked and loaded just increases your fire rate by 45% each time you reload, and that's just effective for putting out more bullets. Just basically when every time I'm done shooting my clip and I reload, I'm just gonna be able to shoot as many bullets as I can. After that reload, I can just empty my clip as fast as possible, and I can just keep that increased fire rate and keep it going. We got 5 into the the quick draw skill over here in the gun lust, because that increases weapon swap speed and critical hit damage. Now the weapon swap speed really isn't a big deal. This is really just for the critical hit damage. So that's why we have the 5 in here. Now we have the plus 5 into the money shot skill. I mean, that's almost like this is probably the biggest skill for this build. It basically, what money shot does is at the last round fired from each magazine gains massive bonus damage. If you can read right there, the last round in your magazine deals up to 800% damage. Minimum magazine size for full bonus is 10. Now, I'm using the Auspicious Raider class mod that gives me plus 5 to the money shot skill. There is a blue Auspicious Raider class mod that is better than the purple, because it gives you plus 6 to the money shot skill, which in turn would give me 880% critical hit damage on top of this 10%. So that's almost 900% critical hit damage increase. But I don't have the plus 6. I just have the plus 5. So for now, I just have a 810% increase. But let's see. The next skill I have is the Divergent Likeliness, which is when gunzerking with 2 guns of the same type, you deal bonus damage. When gunzerking with 2 different types of guns, you gain bonus accuracy. Now I'm going to be using, obviously, shotguns, so I'm going to be using guns of the same type. I'm basically using the exact same gun, just different elements. It's so that gives me a plus 30% gun damage, which is impeccable for this build, because this build is just all about damage, damage and fire rate. Really, just putting out as much damage as you can and as many bullets as you can as fast as you can. Now, right here, I put one to down and not out because personally, this is just my opinion. You guys don't have to completely follow this build. You can use this skill point and put it into something else if you don't mind not being able to Gunzerk when you're in fight for your life. I just personally don't like it. I like to be able to Gunzerk. It just helps me get up faster. And with this shotgun build, 2 shotguns is always better than 1. And then, so right below that, we got 5 into the keep it piping hot. Now, what this does is while Gunzerking is in the process of cooling down, you gain bonus gun damage, melee damage, and grenade damage. So this is another 25% gun damage increase while my Gunzerk is cooling down, which is good because when Gunzerking is in the midst of cooling down, you lose half of that firepower. You lose half that damage. Well, this right here, keep it piping hot. This just helps you keep that flow going. That damage flow, really, it just helps a lot. I mean, the melee damage doesn't even matter, but the grenade damage, if you're using a meteor shower like me, is plus 25%. I mean, you can do some heavy damage to any enemies in this game. Now, to finish off this skill tree, I put the one into no kill like overkill. Now, what this does is basically, if I kill an enemy, all the excess damage that wasn't needed to kill that enemy basically goes in to the next magazine. So every shot that I'm shooting while this no kill like overkill is active is gaining basically like more amp damage. So it really boosts the damage you're going to be putting out with this build. And I'm going to be going over here and killing the warrior for you guys twice for you guys to see. And you'll see what this gunless skill tree can do for you in this build. But we'll head over here now to the rampage tree and I'll show you guys what I have going on here. Now, I put +5 into the inconceivable because if you're not a Gunzerker and you don't know this, inconceivable just increases your chances to not consume ammo when shooting, and the 5 out of 5 gives you a chance of up to 50%. Now, the lower your health and the lower your shield, the greater the chance of receiving free ammo is. So basically, when you shoot, it doesn't consume ammo, and you can, if you have very low health and a very low shield, you can shoot for days. You can shoot hundreds of bullets and only have 8 in your magazine. It's just because this skill allows you to almost basically have an endless clip. And now I'll show you why that's important, because inconceivable and money shot right here almost play off of each other for this build. But I'll get into that in a second. Next, I have last longer, which is 5 out of 5. It just increases Gunzerking duration by 15%. It's pretty self-explanatory. But so I also come over here. I put a 1 at the steady as she goes. Basically, what that does is it reduces recoil with both guns while Gunzerking. Additionally, each shot that hits an enemy has a chance to improve your accuracy with both guns. So what this does is not only does it increase your accuracy by 30%, it also reduces recoil for both guns. Why is this so important? I can't even begin to explain to you. Now, if you come over here and you look at this Allegiance relic, it gives me 53.5% increase in accuracy, on top of already using a Hyperion shotgun that increases accuracy as you shoot it. So right there we have the increased accuracy as you shoot from the Hyperion manufacturer, on top of the Hyperion manufacturer Allegiance relic that gives me plus 53.5%, on top of another 30% accuracy increase and an 80% recoil reduction. Basically, when I shoot these guns, those bullets ain't going nowhere but straight. They ain't going left, they ain't going right, they're going straight, and they are killing everything in their path. Now, you don't have to do this. Like I said, with these ones, these are just my things. If you're going to use this build, I would say the steady as she goes is an important aspect. It does help a lot, and you'll see that here in a second. But let's move on. Right here, I put 5 out of 5 into the I'm already ready, or the I'm ready already. Basically, all it does is increases the cooldown rate of your Gunzerking ability. It just 25% faster cooldown rate. Now I put a 5 out of 5 in the Yippee-ki-yay. So what that does is killing an enemy while Gunzerking increases the amount of time you can Gunzerk. Now that just basically for each kill you gain an extra 3 seconds. Now this isn't going to really be showcased here because I'm only going to be showing you guys battles against the warrior, but this is very useful because if I was to show you guys, like if I was to go to Lynchwood and just start laying weights to them, I'd be Gunzerking the entire time. I'm not gonna do that though right now because I'm making this video right before I go to bed. So I'm just gonna get this over with and I'm just gonna go rape the warrior for you guys. But trust me, Yippee-ki-yay, you guys are gonna want that for this build because you want to stay Gunzerking for this build. You want to be in Gunzerking. But anyways, to come down here, I just put 1 into get some. Basically, what get some does is shooting an enemy decreases the cooldown rate of Gunzerking. I only put 1 in, so my Gunzerking cooldown is only 0.6 for every kill. So I only gain, it's really not that big a deal. You guys don't have to do this. You could put it into something else. Really anything else that you guys would think would be useful. You could put it into autoloader or something, like that. You could put it into double your fun. I don't care about throwing an extra grenade because you're not going to really need grenades for this build. But we'll come over here to the bronze skill tree to finish it off. I just put 5 in the first one, which is hard to kill. I put 5 out of 5. Increases your maximum health and gives you a small amount of health regeneration. I use this. I know you guys might be like, oh, why would you put that in this build? The point is so that you can use money shot and inconceivable. You want low health, yes. You want a low shield, yes. But the hard to kill only gives you 0.5% of maximum health regeneration per second. So you're not regenerating health that fast that it's going to really make a big difference in the inconceivable and money shot trio. If anything, it's just going to help you stay alive longer because it also just gives you a 20% increase in health. So it really doesn't make a difference. The health regeneration really does not matter because it's not going to really affect this. It's really not going to affect how this build works. Next, I put, what was it? I think I put 2 in here. I think I put 2 into Insight because, again, the Auspicious Raider class mod puts 3 into Insight. So I only put 2 into Insight. Like I said earlier, if you guys aren't one for putting just 1 skill point into Get Some or 1 skill point into Down and Out, you guys can put those over here to Insight. And basically what that does is if you get hit, you move faster. If you take any sort of damage from an enemy, grenade, melee, being shot, electrocuted, corroded, exploded, slagged, etc., you'll just gain movement speed. 5 out of 5 right here is an increase of 30%. If you have 5 out of 5, I'm only at 2. If you were to put this Get Some skill into it or this Down and Out, you just move even faster. That is and if you guys were to actually put those extra skill points into here. But the way I have it set up with these extra ones and like where I have them, because that's just how I play, fits me. This build can be used for anyone. I mean, there's room to change some things. Like, you don't need down and out. You don't need get some. I mean, you really don't even need insight if you wanted. You can just take away insight completely. You can take away hard to kill completely, and that gives you guys another 10 skill points to put into whatever you guys want, like kill the Juggernaut. But then again, you would still have to put 5 into one of these, or 3 and 2, or 2 and 3. But you know, I mean, I don't really see anything in here that I would use. I wouldn't put any into any of these, but yeah. So this is the build. I'll show you guys one last time what I'm using what I'm using for this build. And after this, we'll just head on over to Heroes Pass, and I'll show you guys how fast I can kill the warrior. Now, take note real quick that this build isn't just a farming build. You can use this build for whatever. Hands down, whatever. If you're clearing areas, killing people, like, you can use it for whatever. Farming, blah, 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 blah. Like, it works for everything. Everything. This build is very powerful. I really like it. I've been really impressed with it. I haven't had had a chance to use the interfacers. I would like to get one of each interfacer so that I could try it out. And if it's just as good as the conference calls, I'll even do some plays on it, some videos to show you guys. But yeah, I have not used the interfaces for this build. I've just only used the conference calls. But if I get my hands on it and it's good, I'll show you guys. But as of now, it's only the conference calls. So we'll head on over to the warrior. I'll be right back, you guys. Alrighty, guys. So here we are. We're back. We're gonna go take on the warrior real quick, just so I can show you the beastliness of the this shotgun build for the Gunzerker. Now we're just gonna come down here. And we'll just shit on him. We're going to use the sham shield to start with. Just so you can see that this is we do not need the B shield. Let's just lay these in there. Take him out as fast as possible. All the damage we do to him comes to him. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Ooh. Made us a little bit laggy, that was so damn fast. I would have been able to finish him if he wasn't screwing up like that. Like, come on now. No. Let's just finish him here. There we go. Yep. 3 times. Just like that. That was without the B shield. That was only the sham. Let's see if he drops us any legendaries. And after this, we'll see what killing him's like with the B shield. Oh, nice. He dropped an E-Tech. It's actually pretty rare. Let's see. I don't see any legendaries, just this slicing splasher blaster. But that is not interesting to me. I don't need that. No, it's an E-Tech, so I'm gonna leave it behind. check out the stats one time. Yeah, I don't need that. There's some money. Alright. We'll be right back, guys, and I'll show you what it's like to kill him with the B shield. Alrighty, guys, we're now here with that same build, only instead of the sham, we're going to be using the B shield. Give you just an idea on how that one goes. I'm gonna try and kill him, and only him popping up twice. How that'll work out, we'll find out, I guess. I'm not too sure if I can. I mean, I've done it before, but I don't have the best luck, so we'll see. Come on there, buckaroo. Tell you. See, when it lags like that, I just cannot kill him. Don't want those racks to hit me, throw me off my game. Ooh. Wasn't able to get that 3 or even that 2, but that's fine. No biggie. Where are you at? I think she got the bee's help. We're not using the bee. No, the bee still helps. It helps. I mean, everyone knows that the bee shield's a piece of crap after the patch. With this build, I would probably recommend using the sham. Maybe any other shield. But no, sham's what I particularly use now, so that's what I'll mostly be using is the sham. I mean, I'll use the bee when I'm farming, like Pyropeat or something. If I'm farming peat, I'll use it, but other than that, I don't see any good shit, like, come on. But other than that, yeah, I'm more shamming it. I'm a sham guy. Let's see. No legendaries. No E-Tex. I don't see. Picking up that iridium's pointless. Alright, nothing. Alright, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the videos. I hope you guys can enjoy this build and you can use it. I wish you guys all some happy farming, and if you guys want to see me do this again, show you this build on like Pyropeat or Verm or Veracidus or Terramorphous or anybody, Deciduous, just leave a comment, let us know, and I'll do that for you guys. I won't have a problem doing it. I'll enjoy doing it. I enjoy making these videos, so let us know. Give me some feedback on what you guys think of this build, if you've used it, have used it, or heard of anybody else that uses it. But until next time, guys, this has been Izzy, and peace.